Third Circle Report. I'm your host, Alejandro Correa. Our guest today is boxer out of Chicago, 6-0, Michelle Morales. How you doing, Michelle?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
So I want to thank you first for coming over here in this cold weather.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Pleasure.
You want to rep you're repping your gym? You want to rep your gym and your coach really quick?
Of course, yes. So I box out of Sam Colonna Boxing right off 35th and California.
How do you like working out there? How's your sparring out there?
My sparring is really good for the most part. I normally spar Fridays and Saturdays, sometimes Sundays. Normally Sundays are my biggest days for sparring.
Okay. Did you spar before you came here?
I did not.
No? Okay.
I had leg day today.
All right. You're like, oh, very good thing we're doing it sitting down, the interview. So how long have you been boxing for?
I've been boxing for a total of 9 years.
9 years?
Yes.
Okay. Did you get any kickback from your family or concerns when you decided to start boxing?
I did. I got believe it or not, I got a lot of negativity out of it. Of course, just because of the fact it's more of a male-dominated sport. So coming out of a family that's more of that old generation, it's more of like, oh, you're a girl, you can't, what if you get hurt? There's nothing out of it. But surely after being in the sport for so long, they finally understood that it's a passion that I have. It's a passion that I enjoy doing every day. They see my work ethic, waking up in the morning, going to the gym, going to work, coming back, and going back to the gym. They see that, so now now they can understand where I come from.
Them AM workouts, those are tough, man. I'm finally, I can say I'm an AM person. Go to the gym.
The AMs are always better. Preferably, I prefer it. I like to be training on my own, where there's not so many people because you're more focused. Right. Rather than evening, everybody's just there. Everybody's watching you. Right. So it's more give or take, but I am an AM person. Yeah.
What got me on the AM besides the crowd is you just get it over with. Not as but not like you're dreaded, but just that but you don't have if something happens in the afternoon and you got to skip it, you at least got it done and out of the way. So exactly. I kind of like that. I do not got the PM like you do. Like the PM workouts. It's just AM and I'm done.
I'm the AM/PM girl for you.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. Who got you into boxing? Like started it, took you to a gym, all of that, or?
I actually picked up after my brother. So my mom, I was always a sports girly. No matter what in school, I always did activities like volleyball and everything. But my mom put my brother in it. Then once my brother was actually really good. Then he met his girlfriend, and after all that, he got married, then had his kids. So that was the end of it. Then came me at a young age, and it's like I want to try it. I want to see what this sport is all about. Right. And my mom was just, again, no, you're a girl, you're not gonna last, it's just a waste of time, waste of money. So I was just like, give me a shot. So my mom didn't give me that opportunity. However, though, my sister did. She told me, give me straight A's in school and I'll sign you up, I'll pay the gym dues. And let's go. So I said, okay. Gave her straight A's every year, every semester, gave her straight A's. Hey, GPA came out at 4.0. She paid for everything, and I was, I started training, and give or take, I was on and off with the sport as well. But she was one of the main supporters out there. So shout out to my sister.
Did you think she tried to set that bar up too high and thinking you won't get it, or she knew you had it in you?
I think she knew I had it in me, but she was just like more of she's just a teen. Maybe out of her teen right now, it's something for fun. It's just a hobby like any other sport. Right. But then when she started to notice me going every day and me training all the time, that's when she finally was like, wow, this is something that she's passionate about. And of course, like every time I stopped for a while, and then I was doing other activities such as like volleyball, basketball, track, but nothing compared to how attached I was to boxing.
Right.
I'm like, I stopped for almost 3 years, and then those 3 years I was doing track, made varsity my freshman year. I was doing really good, but I'm like, I'm missing something. Something is not going right.
Right, that fire.
I found the gym. Yep. I was like, I need that fire in me. I found the gym nearby, and I started training. And again, with the coach at first didn't believe. Of course, everybody, of course.
Right.
They see this small young girl, and it's just like they're like, oh, she's very petite. So it was more of I had to prove it in order. It was always for me. I had to prove something to everybody to make them know that, hey, this is where I belong. This is me. This is what I love to do, and this is my passion.
I got you. At your last fight, I got to see you hit mitts before you head out, and I'm like, oh, I said, I'm not missing this fight. I was like, I got to see what's going on here.
It was an honor. I didn't fight for about a year. I was off for a year due to a knee injury, so the last 2 months, it was a little bit rough for me.
Oh.
It was more of a, come on, you gotta fight, you've been laid off, so let's roll with the punches, let's go with it. So that's surely what I did. I toughened up a little bit, and thank God that I came out with the victory, and I was glad that I was able to showcase my talent, and I was able to do my first 6-rounder.
Yeah, knock the rust off and everything, so it was a good...
It was a little hard, but hey, we pulled through. Thank you to Tiffany. She did an amazing job on that show, and I appreciate her having me on that card, and for her believing in me to be able to take that rust off that night.
Shout out to City of Champions. They put on a great show. I love the lights, the energy, the big screens. When you walked out, what you think? Walking into there.
That was the most best. I think that was the best show that I was absolutely on. In any of like my last 5 fights, I believe that show, City of Champions, came out with the positive vibes, came out with that big energy. So it was just that, pow. It was just like, we're going all in now.
Yeah, we're making a splash.
Yep. Yes.
like some WWE
like they said,
vibes,
bring all the smoke, all the smoke, we want all the smoke.
Yeah, everyone's gonna want to fight on those cards, man. It was it was good. It was like awesome.
I told Tiffany, next show that you have, City Champions has a show, definitely secure that spot.
Right.
I need that smoke again. I need that positive vibes again.
Oh, that's awesome. For people who haven't seen you fight, what fighter resembles your style the most?
I would say I have, I don't know if you know Joe Frazier.
Yeah.
I feel I have a little bit of that style, but I would say more, I could show it rather than I could say it. Yes.
Okay.
I feel like my style is it's fast, but then it's a little bit of a brawl, so it's a little more of a mixture of everything.
Yeah, real fast, put the pressure on them, and okay, I like that. And say did you watch the Spence
versus Crawford?
Yeah, Spence Crawford fight.
Yes.
Were you picking Crawford before the fight, or who would you have?
I was picking Crawford. I said that 9th round, it's over with.
Oh wow! All right.
I called it. Nobody believed me. They said Enro got it. I'll put all my money. I said, okay, we'll see. We shall see. Everybody was blowing up my phone. Everybody was just like, how did you know? And it's like real recognize real, right?
There you go.
I think, there's nothing, I think Enro, throughout his injuries that he's suffered and throughout his eye surgery and coming back from them accidents, I think it did partake a lot of his performance that night. So, and him coming back, I felt like, I think at his prime, if he was at his prime and he did not have his eye surgery or didn't go through those car accidents, I think he could have probably pulled out the win. But currently now, I don't, you know, maybe he just got to take a little step back and come back a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
But hey, you show up, and I give him all the credit. You know, there's nothing to discredit, because it takes a lot of courage to even step in that ring.
Yeah.
For a female or for a man, just to step in a ring and be a boxer itself, not knowing everything that we all go through.
Right.
So I give him all the props, and I wish him the very best in his career. And he's always still my #1 fan. He was at the UIC Pavilion back at the time when I was watching the pro fights. He was there, and I got to take a picture with him. So he was always mine. He was always a fan of mine.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Still is.
I liked, that's, and he kept getting up. He was game to fight. Like, I mean, it wasn't going his way, but he wasn't quitting.
He wasn't quitting up.
Yeah, he's a fighter for real. What'd you think when Eminem came out with?
I already knew it was a rap. That was a rap. As soon as Eminem came out, it was a rap.
Yeah. Who would you have ring walk you out if you can have anyone?
You know, I love Eminem, so I'd probably have Eminem.
Really? Yeah.
Yep. I would probably, you know, I used to be, or The Weeknd. The Weeknd, I love The Weeknd.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it obviously sets the tone. It's who walked out? Earl Spence. See, no one knows.
Yeah, no one knows. You have to sit and think about it for a moment. Who did? I don't think so.
Yeah, he needs to put a little. Yeah, it makes a difference, I guess. You know.
It does. It brings that energy. It brings that commotion out of the fans. Just to like, whoa.
Yeah, I was at one of his fights, and Big Tuck came out. He's from Texas, and I wasn't too familiar with him at the time, but I was just like, man, but he brought the energy, and obviously we're in Texas, and it was just like, holy, I was like, we should have brought him back.
You know, that Texas energy is something different.
Yeah.
So.
Oh man, what are you thinking of 2024 for you? What's it looking like?
So hopefully, if it all goes through, February 9th would be my next fight date. Hopefully I stay active after that. I don't have anything just yet lined up after February, but I'm hoping to be very active. I'm hoping at least to come out with at least 4 to 5 more fights this year.
Okay.
And hopefully aiming for possible a title shot if I do get the opportunity, if God willing, I can.
Okay, that's awesome. It's February seems like the fight with City of Champions. So I'm looking forward to that event. Appreciate you stopping by, Michelle. So thank you.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
Give everybody a shout out to Square Circle. Thank you for having me on your show today. I appreciate it, and I look forward to hearing more from you.
All right, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I'm looking forward to your fights as well.
Thank you so much.
Let them know where they can follow you at too.
You guys can follow me on my social media at Shelly_17. Not with an E, with a 3.
All right.